everybody, and welcome to the Wealthy Lala Show with myself, Laurie Larson. This is episode 195, 5 away from 100 already. That's so crazy. I can't believe how fast this went by and how fun it's been. If you guys ever have ideas for shows, or if you have a question that you would like, based on something that I've shared in my previous shows, if you have any questions about that or about something else, shoot me an email at thewealthylala@gmail.com. I would love to hear it. And then to my best ability, I will respond to it. So I just wanted to talk a little bit more about yesterday's show, the show on Kylego. I kind of heard it. I was listening to an Abraham Hicks audio and got a couple of other little things to add to it. And one of them is that if you choose to do the Kylego, you'll know it's working for you when it's fun. That when you get into it, that it's actually fun. And you want to stay as general with a subject until you start to build a muscle of allowing yourself to actually receive the energies that you're desiring to create. Because, we both know that, if you say are at a place of hatred or jealousy, to get to a place of love and appreciation, that is just way too big of a jump. So if you're not a fan of your body, and you want to start doing some Kylegoing with regards to your body, how can you allow yourself to start at a place that's general? I'm actually really glad that I have a body. Well, sometimes I'm not even sure if I am glad that I have a body. It's felt like it's been so much discomfort. It feels like it just is something I'm not impressed with. It doesn't work the way I'd like to all the time. But I wonder, I must have somewhere chosen to come into this body. So I wonder if I could be grateful that I'm here. What are some of the things that I've liked to do while I've been in this body? Well, for me, I grew 3 beautiful babies in it that are now adults. Oh my gosh. I hadn't really put a lot of thought into that. So I wonder how much I could let myself receive that. I am really grateful for that. If that was the way that I was going to get those 3 kids in this lifetime, then oh my God, I'm so incredibly grateful. Yeah. And I'm sure for someone who's in a wheelchair, they wish they could walk, and I can walk. I forget because it's something that I just do every day. I forget that that's actually something that I could be grateful for. And of course, I do love my food. I do. And having a body allows me to taste it. If I didn't have a body, I wouldn't be able to taste it. I mean, today I had just an amazing salad for lunch. It had lettuce and zucchini and bacon bits and this yummy Caesar salad dressing with some little tomatoes and some Havarti cheese. It was so good. I wouldn't have had that if I wouldn't have had a body. And then I look at it and I think, well, jeepers, for as little as I've been able to move over the last however many years, um, I am not 300 pounds, which I'm grateful for that. And of course, as a side note, if you are 300 pounds, that's not the point, okay? It's not to let that be a criticism, okay? You guys, you gotta find out what you're actually grateful for you, and you gotta start somewhere. What else can I be grateful for my body? I can see. I'm grateful that I can hear. I'm grateful that I'm able to touch and hold my beautiful grandbabies. I got to tell you guys, this was so funny. This was something that was actually out of my comfort zone yesterday. And it still gives me some really weird feelings in my body. And I know it's like a discomfort receiving sort of thing. Yesterday, our grandsons came over, and our older grandson, we needed to change him. And when we changed him, he had done a number two. And it was one of those gooders, It was like in the crack and like everywhere. And it had even rubbed into the pants and whatever. So it was like everything off. I think this is a bath. We're going to throw you in the tub. So we throw him in the tub. He's having a great time playing with toys and stuff. And then in the meantime, the other grandson, he decides he's hungry, needs a bottle. So we whip that up, and my hubby's looking after the little one with the bottle. And I'm in the bathroom watching Parker as he's having a bath. And he looks at me and he goes, "LaLa, come in." And I'm like, oh my God. Oh, he wants me to come in the tub with him. That means I'm going to have to get naked with him. Oh boy, I guess I could have put my bathing suit on, but I didn't get that would create more. And I'm like, well, he doesn't have a point of view about it. I wonder if I can let myself not have a point of view about it. So, anyways, this is actually making me cry because it was so sweet. So, LaLa climbs in the tub with him. And we're sitting there, and there's only about 4 inches of water, because of course for him that's a lot while he's in the tub. It's not so much for me. But we're sitting there, and then I just started. We have this jug. Like if you go to the dollar store, those beer jugs, those clear ones, you can get the big ones, but you can actually get the smaller ones. They're about a 1 liter size. So we have one in our bathroom because we like to use it to rinse off the sides of the tub. And so I'm sitting there and I scoop up some water and just sort of put it around on his back for him, just for him to feel it. And he looks at me and he gets this big grin on his face. Well, he takes the jug from me, and guess what that means? LaLa's gonna get water poured on her. But it's not just on my back, it was on my head. So oh my gosh, that's so funny because we had the two sons over, but they're grandsons, but their parents had not come over yet. They were waiting for our son to come home from work, and then him and our daughter-in-law were going to come over for supper. But in the meantime, our daughter and our other son were in the kitchen and they were visiting, and then my hubby was back and forth. And the next thing you know, Parker starts dumping water on me and on my back and in my ears and on my head. And honestly, it was so much fun. And you know what I was so incredibly grateful for? I was a very pragmatic mom. I didn't play a lot with my kids, and I don't regret that. And I can see where that would have actually been fun. And I didn't really know how to. I was more like, we were busy. I had 2 jobs. My hubby was working. We were volunteering, 3 kids. We were farming. And playing wasn't something I really knew a lot about doing and did not necessarily even have the time for. And so here I'm in the tub naked with my grandson, my 2.5-year-old grandson, and he's dumping water over me. And I let myself be present in the moment and have fun with it. And I giggled and I laughed. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. And it stretched me like out of my comfort zone. And it in ways of whatever points of view I had about being naked with him, just about being naked in front of someone new with my body. And allowing, he had no point. He took a look at me. Sure, he looked me up, he looked me down, and then he was dumping water on me. He had no point of view. He was just so happy to have someone fun to play with. Oh my God. Oh, what a sweetie. I honestly, it was uncomfortable, and I let myself just lower my barriers and let myself have fun anyways. Yeah, it's funny how growth can happen in the strangest of places, and I did not see that coming. So, oh gosh, we had such a good time. We probably played for a good half hour, and then the water got cold, so LaLa needed to get out. And so we got out and carried on. It was really good. Oh boy, what a cutie patootie. It's really interesting because his personality is that of a way where he has just such presence with the things that he chooses. And it is such an invitation if we want to be that with him and around him. And just to see where, and to see what that creates, just to see what that presence creates. Like, I mean, when this little face in the tub looks at me and goes, LaLa, come in. How do you say no, people? How? Oh my gosh. LaLa couldn't. So, oh my. So anyways, back to the Kylegoing. You know, if I didn't have this beautiful body that I'm in now, I would not have had that moment yesterday, and it was such a beautiful moment. It was so fun. Had I not had a body, I wouldn't have had children to then be able to have these beautiful grandchildren. And had I not had a body, this beautiful body, I wouldn't be sitting here verbalizing and chatting with you here right now. You know, and it's interesting because this is even uncomfortable. This is not a subject that I've actually done Kylegoing yet. I've actually started with things that were easier for me to receive. And this is an area that I'm like, you know what? Now I want to start bringing it into this. Where am I not allowing myself to bring in more of a yummy, beautiful, kind energy into my body? And what other areas in my life? You know, and you get there when you get there. Um, I haven't really been a fan a lot of times of my body. I've, judged it harshly for freaking ever. Like, I remember, gosh, like being a teenager and judging myself. And I think I started to get what you'd call a bit chubby, probably around, I think 7, maybe 9, probably around 9. And, then we get wherever it comes from, wherever it starts, whether it's someone else that said it to me or I heard someone else say it, like whatever it was. And then it's like, I'll take it from here. And I wonder if I could change that. I wonder how much I could just be so incredibly grateful for this body. And, so if I was being totally grateful for my body right now, like I already had the gratitude, like I already had it, exactly what I desire, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so grateful for this body. I love that I can dance. I love that I can walk. I love that I can put my feet in the grass in the summertime, in the spring and summertime here. I love that I'm able to walk in the water. Oh, and I love baths, and I love that I can feel the water. My body loves water. And these delicious foods that I get to have, like the salad that I had for today, it was just so scrumptious. And I've got a beautiful chai tea in front of me, and I'm loving it. I love feeling the difference of the heat and then the flavors. And I love that I can kiss my husband when he comes home from work. And I love that I can kiss my grandsons all over their faces, just like my friend Tracy does with her grandchildren. And I love that I can do little raspberries on their tummies and their necks. And I love that I can tickle them and they can tickle me, and that I can receive their hugs. And that with having a body, when my grandson left yesterday and said, bye, LaLa, Oh my God, it was heart melting. And then he said, love you. And that was even more heart melting. Like without a body, I wouldn't be perceiving and knowing and receiving these things. I'm so incredibly grateful. I love that I can have such beautiful hugs with my husband. And even though I don't like when he smacks me on the butt, I can feel that he smacks me on the butt. You know? Oh, yeah. I like that. And just to let you guys know with this is that you get started somewhere, however you can with this Kylegoing and Kylego. Start it and just let it grow and go wherever you can. Go general when you have to and get more and more specific as you can. And please, 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 the whole point of our lovely journey on this life is actually really truly to have fun. So let the Kylego be so fun. So big hugs to you guys. Thank you so much for listening. You want to reach out to me and you would like some help with Kylego. You'd like some help with a session, with a gift. I've been learning this thing called EMDR. I sense eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. It is freaking awesome. It changes things. Anyways, any of that, thewealthylala@gmail.com. Bye.